Sponsored by
कब्ज और उससे संबंधित तकलीफों का समाधान। बैद्यनाथ कब्ज आहार दे, कब्ज में आराम, प्राकृतिक और सुरक्षित।
Reaffirming Bharat's defense and trade cooperation with Russia, External Affairs Minister S. Jaishankar proudly reiterated that Bharat has continued to expand economic and bilateral ties with Russia despite repeated sanctions from the West. Without mincing any words, he advised Europe to understand that Bharat cannot have a view of Russia that is identical to the European one. External Affairs Minister Jaishankar also revealed how the West preferred Pakistan over Bharat when it came to supplying arms. During an interview with the German newspaper Handelsblatt, EAM Jaishankar indicated that though Bharat is open to being a mediator to end the Russia-Ukraine war if approached, New Delhi believes it should not initiate anything on its own. S. Jaishankar, who is in Germany to attend the Munich Security Conference, stated that the bilateral relationship between the two nations has always remained stable and friendly. He told the German newspaper that there was no alternative to buying Russian crude oil and gas, and their purchases even stabilized the world market prices. The foreign minister underlined that in case none of the nations bought the crude oil from Russia, the prices in the energy market would have shot up even further. Earlier, on February 17th, during a panel discussion with his US counterpart Antony Blinken, Jaishankar smartly defended Bharat's decision to buy Russian oil while also balancing its growing ties with the US.
Do we have multiple options? Answer is yes. Is that a problem? Why should it be a problem? If I'm smart enough to have multiple options, you should be admiring me. You shouldn't be criticizing.
Jaishankar's no-nonsense response came when the interviewer inquired him about Europe's criticism against Bharat, alleging that New Delhi's procurement of Russian crude oil is detrimental to the effectiveness of the Western sanctions imposed on Moscow for its invasion of Ukraine. The foreign minister added that just as New Delhi did not expect Europe to mirror New Delhi's stance on China, Europe needs to realize that Bharat's perspective on Russia won't necessarily align completely with theirs. Talking further about the defense cooperation with Russia, S. Jaishankar iterated that the West has long preferred Pakistan over Bharat when it comes to supplying arms. He then added that this trend has changed in the past 10 to 15 years as Bharat's new purchases have diversified with the US, Russia, France and Israel as main suppliers. Highlighting further on Bharat-Russia ties, Jaishankar said that if we look at the history of Bharat post-independence, it would be noticed that Russia has never hurt the interests of Bharat, whereas Moscow's relations with Europe, the US, China or Japan went through several ups and downs.